What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian, and today is week 1 of our True2You Pledge. Last week, I asked you to go on a low-carb diet. I just wanted to see how that is going. Guys, leave a comment if you guys did try the low-carb diet, and let me know how you felt. This week is going to be a little bit different. This week, we're actually going to dive into more of doing keto. And before we start doing that, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what is keto, at least to the best of my knowledge. First of all, understand that I am not a keto expert, nor am I trying to portray I'm a keto expert. I am simply a person who has practiced the keto diet, and it has helped me tremendously. So what I share with you is purely from personal experience, from myself, and also from helping my friends and family and coworkers on this keto journey with great success. So with that said, let's continue. So what do I know about keto? Simply this. Keto basically is teaching your body to process energy in a more efficient way. Your body processes your food intake in carbohydrates, sugar, and fat. Sugar turns into carbohydrates, so if you eliminate those two items out of your diet, now you're forcing your body to take fat as energy. I'll give you an example. When you eat Chinese food, for example, high on carbs, what happens? You get full, but a couple hours later, you get hungry. Why is that? So your body processes carbs and sugars faster, easier to process. That's why when you eat carbs and you eat sugar, you get that, what they call sugar rush or carb rush. It's because your body's processing that faster. Once it's finished processing that, then it's hungry again. Why? Because fat is harder to process. That's why it's stored in your belly and your arteries and what have you. By removing carbohydrate, now forcing your body to go into a ketogenic process, which is that by burning fat. That is why I've been able to lose at this point, over 80 pounds just doing the ketogenic diet. Those of you who don't know, I'm a diabetic and I do have some other health issues. However, with the ketogenic diet, I have able to pretty much control it. I wouldn't say that I've eliminated it from my body, because I do notice that when I do have cheat moments, weakness moments where I do cheat, I do see that my blood sugar does spike quite a bit. So I know it's lurking there. By me staying on a ketogenic diet is able to control my sugar level and other aspects of my health, and it's giving me the chance to live life better, be here for my family. That's basically what I want to share with you. It's just that it's never too late to get yourself healthy and better. That's the whole part of this pledge. The only time it's too late is when you're 6 feet under. Right now, take control of your life. So are you guys ready to get started? So this week, let's go ahead and start our keto journey. So I went shopping, and look, everything that I have. Well, some of these are new, and some of these, as you can see, are from my pantry. So I'm gonna go over some of your snacks that you can have on a ketogenic diet, and most importantly, some of the good oils that you're gonna be taking in. Because remember, with the ketogenic diet, your dietary chart would be 70% fat, 25% protein, and 5% carbs. So let's talk about the fats. Some good fats. Avocado oil, which you guys watch my channel, you know that I love using avocado oil when I'm frying, stir frying things, because this is a high heat. Next is virgin olive oil. This is great for salads or if you're sauteing in medium to low heat. ghee butter. I like to use ghee butter when I am making eggs, for example, some scrambled eggs. Put a little ghee butter in there. Very good source of fat, very clean. Coconut oil. So coconut oil, coconut oil and ghee oil, in fact, and also MCT oil. I can put those in with what they call a bulletproof coffee, which is just a high fat keto drink. You can make it into bulletproof coffee, Thai iced tea, smoothies, which I will be showing you in later episodes. I will be showing you just the way I make my drinks. So, some handy snacks to have around. This is just a little combination of some salami and some cheese. Again, this is great. It only has 2 net grams of carb per pack. Some Parmesan cheese crisps, just in case if you are craving something crunchy, like if you're in the mood for chips or something, try these. Some keto trail mix. You can eat this straight. What I usually like to use these for is to put on top of my salad. Beef jerky. Make sure that you read the back of the label on beef jerky, making sure that it doesn't have any carbs, mainly coming from sugar. Things that are like teriyaki flavors and stuff like that usually are going to have a high sugar content. So please make sure that you read the back of your label. In fact, if you are using the Carb Manager app that I asked you to download last weck, that app, I have to just scan it, and it'll let you know, or it'll show you if that is keto friendly or not, or if it's restricted, or what's the limit on it. It's handy to have that Carb Manager app. So please download that if you haven't done so, because you really will start needing that more this coming week. Another handy snack to have around are sunflower seeds. You can see I have a whole bag of assorted sunflower seeds. Again, making sure that you pick flavors that doesn't have any sweeteners or any carbs in it. 1 bag of sunflower seeds does have 5 net grams of carbs. So it's not meant for you to eat the whole entire bag. This is just for you to have something to nibble on and just okay? Now, really, you shouldn't be snacking at all on a ketogenic diet, because the reason why is you want to give your body a chance to digest what you've had and to process everything clear before adding any other food in, so that your body doesn't have to keep on working that way. That leads to my next thing. So for this week, I would like to ask if you guys can start meal prepping your meal. I know that's a little bit of a hassle, but because you're starting new on a ketogenic diet, the last thing you want to do is to be hungry and not know what to eat. That is when mistakes happen. That is when you reach for the nearest thing in front of you. So meal prepping is very important for people who are starting new on the ketogenic diet, and even for myself. Sometimes I need to get back into meal prepping just to keep my macros in check, because I do lose track of my macros sometimes. So for lunch, all you're gonna do is, for example, for myself, I'll just have a spring lettuce, a hard-boiled egg, a half avocado, some keto mix, usually a protein, something like a canned tuna. Again, be careful using canned tuna though. There is a high mercury content, so that shouldn't be used often, maybe once or twice a week. Next thing is, you can add other proteins, salmon or whatever proteins that you like, making sure that there's no seasoning or glaze that has any sweeteners or any carbs on it. After that, if you're looking for snacks, I showed you some of the snacks that you could have. And then for your dinner, just go ahead and go watch one of my videos and make one of those for your dinner. Now, my uploads have been variations of low carb, keto friendly meals. Some has high fat, some is very lean. So based on what you've eaten through the day, you should choose the recipes carefully. For example, if you had a lean meal, then you can try the pan-seared rockfish with the butter garlic noodle. But if you had a heavy fat meal for lunch, then you might want to try something like the steamed fish with the lettuce wrap, for example, which is low carb and low fat. So play around with balancing out between your macros. Again, using the Carb Manager app is going to help you tremendously. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. Next week, we'll go and have updates on the pictures to see if any changes have been made. Currently, I just weighed myself this morning. I am 202.9. From last week, I was 205 something, so I've lost about 2 to 3 pounds in this week alone. I'm hoping that once my cramps go away from my legs, I can get back into playing tennis and get back into exercising or starting to exercise to really see improvements. I suggest that you guys not only continue with this keto diet, but also to continue trying to get some form of exercise, whether it be a 30-minute brisk walk to build up your heart rate and to build a sweat. Some type of exercise is better than nothing. All right, guys, thank you. I'll see you guys next week.